All right, Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, that rule well and taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect, Yahweh Shai's elect, preaching this word and this doctrine with full truth, honesty, and sincerity. Our brother Hakam from the Great Millstone Manny Camp, coming back with another video. And the topic of this lesson is going to be another step closer to the MOTB, right? Another step closer to the mark of, you know what? Okay. And I have a article here that is from blockchain.news, and it reads, SPAR Switzerland now accepts Bitcoin payments, a major step for crypto adoption. Okay, this is posted on April 18th, 2025. That was today. Okay, so we're getting closer to the mark. We're getting closer to the mark, and all right, this is prophecy that needs to be fulfilled and is going to be fulfilled. Okay, because this is major prophecy in the scriptures, man. All right, in the world, they're not talking about these prophecies, and neither is the Christian church. And you got different segments, got different sectors of people talking about, what the MOTB is, but from our apostle and the elders from GMS on down, we push this heavy, man. Okay, and this is great news to read. All right, I'm gonna read this little part here real quick, and then I'm gonna get some scriptures. According to Crypto Rover, global grocery giant Spar. All right, so this is a major grocery chain up in Switzerland. All right, Spar in Switzerland has begun accepting Bitcoin payments, signaling a significant advancement in crypto adoption within the retail sector. This move may influence other retailers to integrate cryptocurrency payments, potentially increasing Bitcoin's transaction volume and further solidifying its utility in everyday purchases. Such integration could on trade price dynamics Bitcoin now. And it's no coincidence that it's in Switzerland, because I remember there's a company I believe called Square, if I'm not mistaken. The company named Square, they were the first one to actually adopt the RFID micro CHIP. Okay, so hey, Shy. All right, we're getting to that point. Okay, and it's gonna start off like this, gentle until it becomes mandatory. All right, so this is Revelation chapter 13. I'm gonna start at verse. Let's go Revelation 13 here. Let's start at verse 16, well 15. And he had power to give life unto the image. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and he caused that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, so what is the beast, man? That is Esau's power structure, okay, which is being controlled by the horde, which is Babylon the Great. All right, okay, and the image of the beast, all right, that is his ways, his philosophies, okay, his agenda, the way that he maneuvers the world, all right. And part of that image, all right, is going to be the mark, all right, because there's going to be individuals that are going to be martyrs and are going to be killed if you don't take that mark. Okay. So verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads, right? Because Esau Edom, right, his agenda, all right, he's going to make this C-hip, right, this RFID microchip mandatory in order for you to eat, in order for you to participate in society, go buy food, all right, buy and sell. But you're going to read that. You're going to need this chip, All right, Esau Edom is the one who says, and he causeth all. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, if you pay tax, if you pay taxes, if you don't pay taxes. All right, even there's gonna be multi-billionaires that are gonna be have to take this chip, man. If they don't take it, they're gonna lose their money. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark. All right, the mark of spirit, that is the RFID microchip. All right, we got evidence right here how there's the financial sector of the whole entire world is moving in this direction. Okay, it's not a coincidence why everything is going digital. It's not a coincidence why we have something called AI now. That's been the major news or the major shift in this modern day times, right? Because we're in the industry 4.0, which is the fourth industrial revolution, in which everything is going to be caught up on a grid. Everything is going to be controlled by AI, right? Because that's what this devil Esau Edom wants. He wants the whole world controlled by AI, man. Because he wants full control. He wants to be God. And it says, and he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. All right. So this is where prophecy is heading into. Okay. The RFID microchip. And, God willing, we'll be able to see some news similar to this over here in America, which is going to happen. God willing soon. All right, so don't be surprised if you start seeing your Whole Foods, your Publix, your Krogers. All right, these your Aldi's start implementing this form of payment. Okay, but the difference is the elect are not going to take the C-hit, man. All right, they're not going to take this chip. Okay, because they're going to get victory over the beast, how it reads 13. All right, Esau's Edom power structure. This is Revelation 15. Let's start at verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. All right, so that's talking about the Israelites, okay, the elect of the nation of Israel, starting with the 144,000. All right, because when those nukes hit, all right, when those nukes hit America, they're gonna get caught up in the chariots, man. All right, and they're gonna be delivered from the destruction that's coming onto Babylon. All right, it says a sea mingled with fire, because America is going to look like a glass mingled with fire. Okay, it's gonna be indistinguishable. It's gonna be completely on fire, because that's how much fire and nukes are gonna be hitting America. All right, scripture says 200 million warheads. Okay, 200 million. 200 million warheads. Okay, so this is what we're fighting for, man. I want to be part of that number, Lord willing. Okay, because I do not want to partake in the destruction that's coming. So there is going to be a remnant that's going to be delivered, and that's not going to take the sea hit. Okay, because prophecy is that this MOTB is going to be mandatory. All right, if you want to be able to, scripture says, we shall be pilgrims on the earth. So there's going to be a time and place where parts of the elect, all right, they're going to be ripped from society. All right, and they're just going to have to move through faith. They have to move through faith, because the Most High is going to feed them. The Most High is going to clothe them, and going to give them food and water to drink. All right, they're not going to rely on the enemy. Okay, this is Revelation 12. Let's start at verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. It's talking about Yahweh Shai, okay, fighting with the naval air force of the whole entire world, okay, because there's gonna be a time when World War III, when all the nations in the whole entire world are going to fight against Yahweh Shai and the angels. Okay, it says I fought against the dragon. Esau Edom and fought, and the dragon fought and his angels. But this is not going to be an actual fight. All right, the Lord Yahweh Shai, man, he's going to completely annihilate these other nations. All right, Scripture says he ain't left neither um, a hand or a sword. Okay, because this is going to be complete annihilation on these other nations. All right, as we read in verse 8, and prevailed not, so they didn't win. Okay, and this is not going to be like a match. You know, you're not gonna see no chariots be falling down from the sky, man. Okay, these are the vehicles of the Most High. These are extraterrestrial vehicles in which the technology that's coming equipped in these vessels, all right, it's nothing that the world has ever seen before, or at least have ever really seen the nature of warfare in these chariots. Okay, this is the Lord's chariots. This is the Lord's army, man. All right, and prevailed not, neither was their place found in heaven anymore. Salakia, neither was their place found in anymore in heaven, because Esau, Edom, his days in rulership are over. All right, that's what we read right here. Yahweh Shai is coming with many crowns, man. And the dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Shaitan, which deceived the whole world. And he was cast out into earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right, Esau, Edom, which was the Lord giving him a short season of rule. All right, his rulership is done for, man. All right, and which is the next rulership that which is going to be coming into power? All right, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, Israel, man. All right, that is going to be the next kingdom in which is going to be ruled in full righteousness, which is going to be ruled by Yahweh Shai and the nation of Israel, man. All right. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. Okay. Who's that talking about? Esau, Edom. He's the accuser of our brethren. All right. He's spiritually king. This is the devil that the Bible talks about. This is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. That is the elect, starting with the 144,000. All right, they ain't take the chip. They ain't bowed down to the image of the beast. All right, they stayed firm and they did not denounce Yahweh Shai because they had faith until the very end. Okay, they fought until the very end. All right, they knew that this, all right, that this is gonna come on the face of the earth. All right, the RFID microchip. They knew that this is a prophecy that was gonna come, and all right, the Lord has kept them from the hour of temptation, which is coming very soon, man. So, Lord willing, the Lord be keeping me from the hour of temptation. All right. So we're getting near there, man. We're getting near. But the balance is, man, there's going to be a remnant that's not going to fold, not going to take that seat hit, man. Okay. So, hey, man, that's all I wanted to get. You know, these news are beautiful. Okay, Lord willing, we get more of these news soon because this is going to be a faith boost and motivation to keep fighting. Okay, we're getting close to getting the hell up out of here, man. All right, getting close. So with that, man, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. On to the next one. Shalom.